Hello everyone, welcome back to Unite Coaching. So in this video, we are going to see a simply supported beam analysis with the central point load. As we have already seen, I'll put file name whatever I want. Then the location you can select here. You can select the units from here and then I'll click on create. So once you click on the create button, with the default settings, the STAAD Pro will take time and it will generate this basic layout of the first page. Then what I'll do, I'll add a logic first 0 point and I'll click on here. As it is a beam, so I'll select the front view. The view will be this one, the front view. And what I'll do, I'll just select this by selecting the node cursor, right click it. You can even copy paste this command I have not shown you. I'll click on copy, again right click and click on paste nodes. What I did it on the mouse right click button. Now I want this beam to be copied at a distance of 5 meters in the x direction. So I'll select x5 and click OK. Now this node is added. Now what I'll do, I'll go to geometry and click on add beam and I'll join this point to this point with a beam. So my first point geometry part is over. Now I'll assign the properties. As we have assigned the same property in the previous video, I'll assign the same one. I'll select a rectangular section of 0.23 meter width and 0.45 meter depth. I'll select the material as concrete. I'll click on add and close. Now this section is added. Now I'll select this beam and select assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Now the section is assigned as R1 to this beam. Now I'll go to directly supports. I'll create a new support which is fixed. Simple support, pinned support. I'll click on add. It will be listed as support 2, but we have not assigned it to the beam which we want to give it. So I'll select these two nodes. If these nodes are not getting selected and if beam is getting selected, what you have to do, you have to go to select and select the node cursor and then you can select it. Now I will click on assign to selected nodes, assign and yes. So these supports are also now generated or created. Now the loading part is remaining. Now this time I'll add a central point load and also the eccentric point load. So for that I'll click on lowercase details, add. I'll not name this load because I don't know whether it is a dead load, live load or other type of load. I'll name it as only the load and click on add and close. Now the load is added here, but we don't know the amount or the intensity of that load. So I'll click on this and click on add. And in that, you have to select the member force, but this time it's a member concentrated force because it's a point load. So for point load, the concentrated force, I'll enter it as, I'll add 2 to 3 point loads. Okay. So you get the better understanding about the point loads. I'll put minus 10 kilonewton. I'll not enter any distance. I'll just click on global Y and click on add. So once I add it, here it is added, but with a question mark because we have not assigned it on the beam. Now the next point load in the same way, concentrated force minus 15 I'll add and this time I'll enter a distance of 1.5 and click on add. Now the third load I'll add as minus say for example 20 and this time the distance is for example 4.5 and click on add and close. So these 3 loads are added here. The first load is of 10 kilonewton. Okay, so we made a mistake. We have added kilonewton meter. That is the point that is moment, not the point load. I'll delete. I'll do the same procedures here. Load, add, member load. So we have to select concentrated force, not the moment. Okay, so I'll select the concentrated force. Now it's a minus 10 kilonewton. I'll not add any distance in the first case. Second, minus 15. Now the distance is 1.5 for example. And the third one, I'll add minus 20. Now the distance is say 4.5 meter and add and close. Now, maybe I don't know why it is showing kilonewton meter. It should be only kilonewton. Let's see how we will assign this to this beam. I'll select this one, select this beam. See, I have not entered the distance. So if you are not entering the distance, by default it will take the load in the center. If I click this, assign to selected beams, assign and click yes, see it is automatically taking it in the center. Then again this one, I'll select this beam and click on assign to selected beams, assign and yes. This beam is taking this load at a distance of 1.5 from this point. Okay. Now the third one, this one, I'll again select the beam, assign to selected beams, assign and yes. The third load is getting added at a distance of 4.5 from this one. So this is my 0. From 0, first load is at a distance of this one. This one is how much? 15 intensity. If you want to see the intensity on the screen itself, you have to press Shift V. So values will also be shown. Now in this it is showing correct, but here it is showing some error. I don't know why. We can maybe due to the cracked versions that we use, so this errors may come. This here it is showing kilonewton meter, which is the unit of moment, not the force, and here it is showing correct -15. So to view this values on the screen itself, you have to click Shift V. Okay, so you can either hide or show the values of the loads. Now we have added the load at various positions. We can even add along with this the UDL. So I'll again go to load, add. For UDL, you have to go to member load, and this time it will be a uniform force. Okay. Now enter the value of -10 kilonewton per meter, or we'll change it to -20 kilonewton per meter, global Y, and click add and close. Now I'll select this UDL, select this beam, assign to selected beams, assign in yes. So the UDL is also added, but it is showing in pounds per feet. Maybe there might be some error. We'll change that. Not error, the setting has to be changed here. Where I went, see file, then settings, then display options, then here you will get that dimensions and all. Force units, it is taking in kilonewton. Then distance force, distributed force, you can take it as kilonewton per meter, moment in kilonewton meter. Then like that you can select the other distributed moments, kilonewton per meter kilonewton meter per meter. Here it is. Then stress will be in Newton per mm square. Velocity in meter per second we will take. Angle we will take it in degrees, and apply and okay. Now this time it is showing in 20 kilonewton per meter, right? So that you can change there. The option is available in file, settings, display options. You can change it one time and it will be saved for other options also. So this is one option. You can change other options also. Section units, you can select the meter square area, moment of inertia. Then if you want section modulus in mm cube, you have to select this. Dimensions in meter you want, so you select this option. EG, then you can select like this, Newton per mm square, and like that. The density will be kilonewton per meter cube, this one, like that, or degree Celsius, like this, and again click on apply and okay. So this default settings will be changed. Okay. Now if I want to add a UDL from this point to this point, say, so what I'll do, I'll click on load, add. I'll go to this again member force, it is uniform force of, say, for example, minus 100 kilonewton per meter. The distance will be, now see, it's a beam of 5 meter and I want the UDL from 2.5 meter to 3.5 meter span. Okay, so I'll click on add and close. So this is added. I'll select this beam, assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Now it is showing, see, 100 kilonewton per meter UDL of from 2.5 meter of the span till 3.5 meter of the span. So like that you can add partial UDL also in this. Now in the same way you can analyze it. You have to click on analyze. First of all, you have to select this analyze command, no print, add and close, and then you can analyze the structure by clicking on run analysis and save. Now you can see here there are 0 errors. Warning might be anything, but make sure the errors are 0. You have to click done. And if you want to see the results, you can go to post processing. Just apply and OK, and you can see the bending moment like this. Then shear forces also. If you turn it off, you can only see the bending moment. You can turn off the bending moment. This is showing the displacement. You can even turn it off from here, turn it on and turn it off. If you want to see it on the screen, you have to click on this options, results, where we got this results. Okay. And these are the various options that are available. You can even select the lowercase. As we have only one lowercase, it will show here. Then if you click on annotate, it will show it on the screen. Let's see, beam results, maximum resultant displacement, annotate. If I click it on, it is showing 0.492 inches. Okay. If you change the same setting, it is showing in inches. No? So again, you have to go to file, settings, display, and you have to find where the displacement is, and from that you can change it to mm, so it will show it in mm. So I will again go to post processing. This is deflection 0.492 inches. Like that, if you want to see the bending moment, I'll make it off, displacement off, bending moment on, go to annotate. I want the beam results, and the beam results, I'll turn this off, and the maximum bending moment, I'll turn it on and annotate. It is showing 194.376 kilonewton meter. Okay. So like that, you can see the settings, see the results. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we'll again increase the difficulty, and you can subscribe to this channel so that you can get the access to other videos also. Thank you.